Hello, and welcome to Mama Ruth's house. I'm so glad you stopped in. I'm so excited for Thanksgiving and the holidays coming up, and I thought I'd make a little dessert that is yummy. It's 3 points. This makes 8 servings. It's super easy. We're just going to be using some sugar crisp apples. You can use whatever you have on hand, but that's what I'm going to be using today. We're just going to take and cut the hole out in the middle, and I don't have an apple corer, so if you don't have an apple corer, you can just use a tip for cake decorating. It works just fine. Before I get started, I want to show you my little cinnamon roll earrings my son made me for my birthday. Awesome. Shout out to Jer. Thank you, Jeremy. And so this, we're going to use the Puff Pastry, Truvia sweetener, and some cinnamon. It's super easy, quick to make. I have the oven preheating to 350, and they bake at 25 to 30 minutes. We'll see how long it takes, and I'll let you know. So I am going to put you down, and we'll cut the rest together. I just did a few. I just love the Thanksgiving and cooking. I love it. It's my favorite. Oh, and we're going to drizzle them with some sugar-free caramel. All right. So I have 6 here. We only need 8. So we'll use another apple. You're going to make them kind of thick, about a ½ inch. And mine are all not perfect, but they will work. So I only needed 2 more. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. That was it. I thought I miscounted. Okay. So then we're just going to take this, core the apple. It's not quite as easy as it is with an apple corer, but it'll do. You use whatever you got in the kitchen. And this got stuck in there, so that might happen. Perfect. All right. So we have our apples ready. I'm going to go ahead and mix our cinnamon and sugar. And this is Mama Ruth style, so you guys might have a different approach, but this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to mix it up here. I put the recipe, I'll have it, all the right ingredients, the amounts in there. So I'm just kind of mixing a lot of cinnamon with the truvia. About a ½ of a cup of cinnamon to about 3/4 of a cup of the sweetener. Just kind of mix that around. You kind of want it to look about that color. I'm going to put some in this other bowl, and you'll see why. So I'm going to go ahead and dip these. So to start with, we're going to go ahead and dip these in this mixture before I start the next step. I think this is a wonderful holiday snack. It looks nice. It would be really nice to take if you're going to somewhere, to a potluck or some gathering. I think it would look nice. I probably will end up putting it all back together, and I thought I needed 2 containers because the next one is going to have egg wash, and I didn't want to get them contaminated, but thinking about it, I don't really need that. So I'm going to go ahead and just stick it back in there. It's fine. All right, so they're going to look like this prior to wrapping them with the puff pastry. Don't need this now. Trying to get stuff out of our way. I don't have a big kitchen at all. So all the space that I have to utilize the best I can. But it's okay. It's only my husband and I. We really don't need a huge kitchen. Well, I guess I would love it. All right, we're going to take our puff pastry. You need one package with 2 pastries in there. I want to keep it closed a little bit so we don't get it dried out. I'm going to open that up and roll it out just a little bit. You can see that it has some flour on there. Boy. Just kind of roll it out a little bit. It's not a necessity to get it too rolled out. Okay. Now, I'm going to turn my mat around. So we're going to cut these in about a 1/2 inch strips. You can see that, yes. They don't have to be perfect. So this is pretty easy. Just, I don't know about all of you, but I think the easier the better. And I know there's shortcuts and you can make your own dough. There's a lot of things you could do differently. But this is what I'm choosing to do. Then I'm going to take these and wrap it. I'm going to start from the middle and we're going to wrap it around each. And you can stretch it a little bit, it's fine. Just kind of cover our apple. I don't want to get too much on there. And just kind of put it together. It's a little time consuming, but it's super easy. As you get to the other side, it's going to be a little bit more challenging. Your hole gets a little smaller in the middle. I kind of am pushing that around on the inside, squeezing it so then I have a little more space to put my dough through. I'm going to put one more after this, and we're going to call it a day. It looks like a big old mess, doesn't it? But it's going to be delicious. So I'm going to poke this hole. I'm going to make this last one in here. Turn it over. I'm handling my dough so much that it's getting a little... All right, so that one don't look so nice, but we'll see how it tastes. Let's go through the next one. It starts out pretty easy, and then as you get more dough in there, it's kind of a little more tricky. That's much easier. Okay, so you just kind of wrap your apple as best you can. So it looks like that. The trick is to keep the hole, make sure that you squish it down in there so you have a space to put the other part in there. And once you start handling this puff pastry, it kind of gets sticky, so you have to kind of be careful with that. So I suggest work pretty quick, as fast as you can. Handle it the least amount of time that you can. I'm getting better. And it doesn't matter if you get the cinnamon sugar mixture on the outside, because we're going to put it there anyway. There we go. I think the last one seems to be the worst, but because it keeps getting stuck in the little hole. But not too bad at all. I'm getting better at it. All right, we're going to roll out our dough. Just get a little bit rolled out. Now, I'm finding that if you try to make the hole a little bit bigger, it works much easier. So I just have to push the dough on the inside part to the side. We're getting better as I go. We're going to put one more on this one, and then we'll be done with this part. Okay. So here's what they look like before we finish them up. We're going to take we have a little bit of egg white that we are going to wash over the tops of these. This will make it crispy. Looks good. And then I'm just going to take our mixture and sprinkle on top. Just like that. Then we're going to put them in the oven. For 25 to 30 minutes. Set my timer. And we'll start looking at them. We'll start looking at them in 25 minutes. So I'll see you in 25 minutes. Oh my goodness, those look so amazing. We're going to let them cool a little bit. The apples are nice and soft. Okay. We'll let them cool for just a little bit, and then I'll show you what we're going to do next. All right, they've been cooling for about 6-7 minutes, and we are going to put our caramel on top. We're just going to drizzle it. And this is sugar-free caramel. You can also use a glaze if you'd like a glaze instead. But I'm choosing to do the caramel today. Don't those look so yummy? All right, now is the big test. We get to taste them. I don't know which one. I'll do a small one. Well, I don't know. So they look awesome. They're nice and brown on the bottom. Let's put it over here. And we'll just put this down a little bit. All right, let's try it out. So these are only 3 points a serving. And a serving is 1. They're still warm. They last for about 5 days in the refrigerator in an airtight container. They're nice and soft on the inside. Super yummy. These are super yummy. I would take these anywhere. I would make my hole a little bit bigger in the middle. I think it would make it easier to wrap them. But besides that, they are yummy. For 3 points, I'll make these anytime. And like I said, you can also put a glaze over the top. You may like that if you don't like caramel sauce. Well, I want to thank you for being here today with me and sharing this little dessert. And again, until next time, make a fantastic day. Bye.